Richmond. Waiting for a few more people to join. Sipping on my coffee. We're currently in Richmond, Tasmania at the moment. I'm going to do a live tour of the street in Richmond. We're working our way down to the start of Richmond, and then we're going to do a complete 180 U-turn and go back towards the main feature of Richmond, which is the bridge, the Richmond Bridge, which is the oldest still used bridge in all of Australia. Wait for a few more people to come in. I thought it started a little earlier just so I can get down to the start of Richmond and then come back round. Thank you for joining, everyone. Thanks for coming in. About 13 degrees at the moment in Richmond. Wait for a few more people to jump in. Tap the screen as well, guys, just to try and get the algorithm cranking for the masses. Appreciate the likes and follows. We're working our way down to the beginning of Richmond, and then I'm going to be doing a tour on the Rain Road showing you all the notable sites. Where is this user? This is Richmond in Tasmania. If you know where Tasmania is. Where are you from? If you're in the chat, tell me where you're from in the world. Are we from Australia? Are we from international? Beautiful. Queensland. Oh yeah. Which part of Queensland are you from? It's a big state. Brisbane. It's a lot hotter in Brisbane at the moment. It's currently 13 degrees here in Richmond, Tasmania. And you can definitely feel it today. I've got my gloves and a warm coffee at the moment because it's that cold. A lot of tourists in town at the moment. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Helps push the algorithm down to more people as they scroll through TikTok. Appreciate everyone joining. We're just coming down to the beginning part of Richmond, and then we're going to begin our tour. Starting at the beginning, working our way through. I'll shout out any notable sites that you could visit while you're here, and we'll make our way at the end. We're going to get to the Richmond Bridge, which I hope you stick around for, is one of the most spectacular bridges in all of Tassie. And probably Australia, to be honest. It's the last remaining, oldest remaining bridge still in operation. 1824, I think it opened, and it's still used today. AI chiming in with Richmond road trips. Join the adventure with a cloudy rain emoji. Thank you, AI. We've got 2 people in the chat. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking around. We're beginning the tour shortly. We've got 5 people in the chat now. Welcome, welcome. Comment down below in the chat, guys, where you guys are from. Are you from Australia? International? Where are we? So cold, Kyle says. Yeah, it is 13 degrees. I've got a coffee and I've got my gloves. It's definitely starting to change. It's getting colder and colder. Not looking forward to the Tassie winter this year, I must admit. But yeah, 13 degrees currently. A little bit of a wind. A little bit of a wind around. I found Richmond overrated, to be honest. Oh, thank you, Ben, for the comment. I appreciate that. What made you think it was overrated? Because I'm about to start a live tour and go from one end to the other and just show you some notable sites. And you might find some spots you didn't see last time that you might want to see this time. Good morning from Melbourne. Good morning. Thank you for the likes. Follow along if you want to see future Tasmanian content. Also going to be going to Japan next month, so there'll be plenty of Japan content upcoming as well. Just so touristized. Yeah, that's true. Thank you for the follow on and off. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ben, it is very touristy. It's one of the major things you'll see if you come to Tasmania, the lower half. Yeah, it's that, Mount Wellington, Port Arthur. I feel like it's not as developed as, say, Port Arthur, Cradle Mountain, but it has got its, there's a lot of, Japanese, Chinese tourists in big groups, as you saw before, as we got pushed off the path earlier. Oh my God, pack me your suitcase, please. Pack me in your suitcase, please. And there's a beach in Tassie that illuminates. I'm not sure of the name. Do you know where I'm talking? Yeah, so it's called bioluminescence. It's not a particular beach. It moves around. It's like bacteria in the water. And when you disturb the water, it actually sort of shines and lights up blue. I'm going to try and do a little bioluminescence hunt in the future, so if you subscribe and follow along, you might see one of those upcoming. They're mainly like in Lindisfarne, the Carlton River area, I've noticed. Thank you for the likes. Oh, I thought it was Pacific area in Tassie that it only happens in. No, it's like a bacteria in the water, basically. So it sort of moves around. It's more so when after a big rain. Appreciate the likes. It's more so after like a big rain that does something to the salty water, and it creates this sort of it's during the day. It's sort of like a creamy, sort of like off line, like orangey sort of tinge to the water. It's very like thick. It doesn't look very inviting at all. And then at night you disturb the water, and it basically goes blue and shines. Thank you for the information. Much appreciated. No worries. Stick around if you want to see Richmond. I've got a map here from back in the day. That's the bridge that we'll be going to later, if you want to stick around. And this is the main road. We're somewhere down here where my finger is, and we're going to be walking all the way up and to the bridge. Thank you for the follow, Clumsy, the Clumber Spaniel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and thank you for the likes as well. So yeah, we're going to be walking our way down the main road, and I'll be pointing out some notable sites along the way. So if you want to stick around, all three of you in the chat, I appreciate it. On this cold Tassie day, it's about 13 degrees at the moment. So there's a few notable sites that I'm going to take you to along this probably hour stream. AI chiming in with Richmond road trip. Thank you, AI. As the wind blows my pamphlet away. What else have we got in this pamphlet? This is an older pamphlet. You can't get this pamphlet anymore. You got Cambridge, notable sites, accommodation, dinner. I'll tell you about where the good places to eat here are, coffee, whatnot. There's a lot of vineyards around here as well, which is cool if you're into that sort of thing. And then it's got Australia's finest Georgian village, set amongst the Tasmanian's finest vineyards. So yeah, I'm going to do a little tour through Richmond. Like I said, saying here, it's the Convict Trail, and it's about 25 minutes from Hobart. And then you've got Mona, Port Arthur. If you want to see any of those in the future, hit the follow button. for potentially more of those in the future. I've also set the Heart Me goal at, what, 5? So if you want to join the Mangoes and Cream team, please feel free to join. It doesn't cost anything other than 1 coin, which equates to, what, 1 cent or something. So we'll start the tour now with 3 of you in the chat. Comment down below where you guys are from in the chat. Think it'll be sick as. It's really cool. I've never been to Tasmania. I want to come on the Spirit, but I think, oh, you will be sick. Yeah, yeah. It's the Spirit can be interesting. I've done it during the night a few times. I wouldn't recommend the night, but then you get more out of your trip if you sleep on the ferry rather than waiting around in the day on the ferry. Essex UK, hello. Thank you for joining. I saw you followed before. I appreciate that. What time is it in Essex UK? It'll be late, wouldn't it? It'll be like late at night now. Essex. But as we come along, you'll see some beautiful Georgian style buildings apparently. So we've got one here as we pass through. It's 1:55 in the morning. Clumsy, is that what you're trying to tell me? I think you need to go to bed if it is, unless you're doom scrolling in your bed sideways in your bed on your pillow. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you for the likes as well. I can push this to a few more people and make my fingers and legs appreciate it. So we'll stop at this first building. Yeah. It's a beautiful olden style Georgian. Like a lot of limestone, probably built by the convicts, I would say. But there's a few more beautiful ones coming up as well. Some actually really nice ones. So we've got the Oak Lodge underneath this beautiful oak tree, which would have been probably a hotel or something back in the day. Morning. And then one of the big sights that you see when you come to Tassie, I think, for the likes again, I appreciate that. Clumsy from Essex. A maze. So this is the big draw card other than the bridge. This closed for a long time because it was very underdeveloped and it was pretty shit, to be honest. But it's called a maze. It's a big maze that is in Richmond. And yeah, it used to be rubbish, but now it's a lot more, better developed, and there's there's games you can do out here if you have a look. I'll just go into it a little bit. Don't really want to go all the way in because they probably don't want me streaming in there. You got the TAS games and all that sort of stuff. But basically there's a few different types of maze you can do. Now, it's pretty fun. I've done it once, but I did it when it was the old maze, and it was pretty rubbish. But the new one looks really cool in there. So if you want to Google a maze in your own time, all 2 of you in the chat, 257 likes. Oh my god, someone went crazy with their fingers. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow along if you want future Tassie and potentially Japan content if I can get my SIM card working in Japan. We've now got the Poo Museum. I can't say the way it's said. Pooseum. Thank you for the likes again. Clumsy going hard for me. Thank you. This is Poo Museum. I can't say it. And yeah, I've done it once before. It just goes through all the different types of native animal poo that we have here in Australia. You've got the statue out the front. Oh, sorry. I think it says Pooby Doo. I've got a video on my Snapchat. I've got a video on my TikTok of like 1 minute in Richmond. If you want a quick fire, your attention span won't last
the hour that I'll be streaming here on the main page if you want to check that out. But yeah, it just breaks down everything you'll see in Richmond in under a minute. And there's a few other cool Tassie videos there too. Thank you for the follow, Raf. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's a little overrated. I wouldn't go and do it again, but I mean, if you haven't done it, then it's something to do, isn't it? But yeah, that's Museum. We'll continue our tour down the main street of Richmond. Nearly finished my coffee. I'll show you where I got my coffee from this morning. It's a pretty good coffee spot if you come to Richmond. So next we've got the Red Brick Cottage accommodation, and they have vacancies at the moment. This is circuit 1839. This is quite an old building. A lot of the buildings here in Tasmania are, where I think us and Sydney are the two founding states. We've got this beautiful building. I painted it blue for some reason, probably to stand out from the crowd. Thank you for following along, Kim. I love Richmond. Where are you from, Kim? May I ask? So you got this beautiful old red beer cottage, but it's not red anymore, it's blue. Yeah, 1839. Oh my goodness. Yeah, comment down below, or 5 of you in the chat, where are you guys from? I'm just curious on where TikTok's throwing me. As we take a tour down Richmond's main road. The next thing I want to show you guys is we've got a crystal and gemstones shop. Some nice amethysts, I think that's what they call it. Melbourne. My family and I love Tasmania. Have you visited at all? Have you been to Richmond, Kim? Yeah, we got the amethyst gemstone shop. And then crossing across here, you'll see the plethora of tourists in one of the old antique stores, which Richmond has a lot of, actually, I must say. Thank you for the likes as well. I appreciate that. My cold fingers do appreciate it. So yeah, this is one of the antique stores that I mentioned in the video on my on the main channel. Beautiful old buildings. And then the granddaddy of them all, which isn't actually that old. It looks old. It fits quite well into Richmond, I must say. Is this building here. I've got a little story about this building here. Walter and Co. It fits quite well into the look of Richmond, but this is an antique store, by the way. Some of the items in this store are insane. They've got they go to the UK. If the UK person is still in the chat, they go to UK all the time and they bring back all antique stuff from UK and Europe, and they bring it down here and sell it to all the tourists and rich people down here. But some of the stuff in there is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You can see in the window here. I'm not going to go in the building, obviously. AI chiming in with Tassie Tours, cold and cozy. Thank you, AI. You get to see the quality of stuff in there, obviously. Thank you for the likes. Clumsy. You were the one from UK, I do believe. So, yeah, they pillage a lot of stuff from the UK in this place, and they sell it here. It's pretty crazy. Some of the prices on the stuff in there is just eye-watering. It's really good stuff, though. I've got a better look. Oh, you can see this beautiful, armoire or whatever it's called. Look at that. Tap the screen if you like what you see there. You see my reflection in the window. That's embarrassing. All 7 of you in the chat. Thanks so much. Looks French-German building. Yeah, it's not a, original building. They built it. But yeah, you can see the beautiful, or one of the beautiful items in the building, in the inside. Moving along, so that was Walter and Co, and now we have Walker and Walker. It's just another little gift store. It's got a little bit of antique-y stuff in there. Not anywhere near the price of Walter & Co. But you got some cool items in the window there, you can see. I'll just get myself out of the shot. Sandstone maybe, says Rowan. Yeah, it definitely is. Is it true that Tasmanians all marry their cousins? That is confirmed. Definitely confirmed. No, it's just a bit of a Aussie joke that the mainlanders normally will tell. I'm not actually from Tasmania. I just moved here 10 years ago, so I haven't married my cousin. But yeah, there's some beautiful stuff in there as well if you want something a little bit more affordable. Antiques, home and garden, playables. Okay, scrolling back over. We'll get out of these people's way. Thank you, all 7 of you in the chat. I appreciate that. So we've got Ashmore's in front. Thank you for the likes as you give me 3 laugh emojis. But yeah, it's just a bit of a joke that goes around the mainland. Where are you from, may I ask? Everyone in the chat, where are you guys from? Especially the cousin commenter. Where are you from? I'm guessing the mainland. Anyway, we've got Ashmore's up ahead, which is a beautiful old building as well. This has got a coffee shop in the bottom of it. I have eaten here before. It is okay. There are better places to eat, but it's a beautiful building nonetheless. Milky Way. You're from Adelaide. Ah, I suspected as much. Milky Way, says Rowan. And Banshee says Tassie. Yeah, you're right. It is in Tassie. Never realised Tassie is so beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad you got a little bit of a awakening there. It is very pretty. It's very old. It's very English. It's very beautiful. It's very natural. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. To 1K likes already. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. So yeah, Ashmore's has got a coffee shop, cafe down the bottom. Beautiful old building, obviously. I will have to visit. Definitely. And if you want to follow, like the gentleman with the Arab name, thank you so much. We'll have more Tassie content in the future as well. And also we're going to Japan at the end of the month. Very strange roof galvanization. Yeah, you're right about that. I'd say there's an attic in the top there. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. The bakery is quite good. Banshee, have you been to Richmond? I haven't got that far yet, but I will be soon. Where are you from, Banshee? Anyway, scrolling across, this building here is quite unique as well. So at the bottom, there's they're not antiques, they're like Chinese reproductions, but the building is quite nice and the stuff in there is amazing as well. You can relax again. But it's a beautiful building, and then there's a building just behind it. I will go closer to that in a second. But panning across. Thank you for everyone, all 7 of you in the chat that are doing the Richmond live tour. I do genuinely appreciate it. Now this is one spot you have to go in. So inside here, King Charles now, actually has been into this store before. This is the woodcraft shop. So inside here is all the amazing woodcraft goods that Tasmanian people offer. The smell, when you walk into this place, the smell is absolutely amazing. It smells hectic. Stunning architecture. It is, it's very pretty. Yeah, the smell inside of this store is just off its head. And there's a wood that we grow down here called Huon pine. And it's quite uncommon because you can only harvest it if it falls into a river and becomes like driftwood, and you have to have a license and this and that. It's called Huon pine if you want to look it up, but it's a very rare wood, and the quality of stuff that comes from Huon pine is and it's the smell. They even sell the when you're doing woodcraft and the chippings that come on the ground, they sweep that up and they put it in a bag and they sell that as well. That's how expensive the wood is. So that's the woodcraft shop, and then we pan across and we've got Old Hobart Town. Footpath looks very old. Yeah, like there's. I'll just pan back across just to show you, Rowan. Yeah, like you can see the. Thank you for the likes as well. The curb is like limestone. That's probably made by the convicts back in the day. You know, pretty crazy. Yeah, it does look very old though. Thank you for the likes again. Approaching 2K. That's amazing. Thank you so much. TikTok's loving you guys. So we got the old Hobart Town. So down here is very like miniature ancient model village. And you can see a example above that blue sign. My cousins. Ah, cool. You got convicts from Tassie, have you? And yeah, down there is a little Hobart village. I'll get a little bit closer to the sign so you can get an idea on what it looks like. I've never done it before, but if you're into that sort of thing, I guess it's a step back in town. Step back in time, sorry. It's 1/16th scale. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. I've also set a heart me goal of 5 and a sub goal of 5. So if you feel that you want to follow along more than just a follower, you can call it. Those options are available as well. But yeah, there's plenty of people walking up to it, which is nice. We've got 8 people in the chat. Where are you guys from? All 8 of you in the chat. Are you from Australia? Are we from international? Half in jail. Others sent away. Okay. Hazzy girl. Ah, that's good to see. Well, you were the one that mentioned the bakery, so I thought as much. South Australia, Newcastle. We've got a little bit of a spread from bits and pieces around Australia. No one international at the moment. I'm sure if we like enough, it'll go through to the algorithm gods of TikTok. So this is the building I wanted to show you, which is basically to the left of the other beautiful building. Thank you for joining the Richmond Live tour. We're going to be walking down the full main street and looking at all the notable sites. I'll tell you where is good to eat, good to drink, as this car literally pulls up right on the sign that I wanted to show you guys. God damn it. We go to Tassie 3 times a year. Oh gosh. Alex, you got family down here? Let's go there. That's a lot of times a year. Wow, this is so cool. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it, Lucy. I'll have more content in the future if you want to follow along, Lucy. As this car just parks in the worst spot. So this is the Christmas store. And it's a Christmas store that's open all year round. Thank you for the follow. It's open all year round. You can see the little fella in the window. 10 in the chat, thank you. It's a 3-story, I think it used to be originally a barn, just the way the building is. It's a beautiful old building. It's very old. I don't have a date, sorry. But you can see these beautiful little, I don't know, like a little figure there, whatever they are, convict-related things. And then there's just a random door above the fella that, and then look, there's like this thing, the square above that door, not the alarm. That's something to do with the barn, I know that. But yeah, this is a Christmas shop that's open all year round. Doesn't matter what time of year it is, it's always open. AI chiming in with Tassie treasures unveiled. We just love it. Cool. Have you seen most of Tassie? Says Alex. Have you been most places? Incredible building, would cost so much to build nowadays. Yeah, that's correct, Rowan. Definitely would. I've been there, it's so nice. So you're reliving your Richmond memories. Thank you for the follow, Alex. But yeah, it's a cool place to go. I'll just see if I can get the name for you guys if you want to Google it in your own time. It's called, wondering if it's worth moving to. Tassie? House prices are a little bit cheaper than the mainland. That's what it's called. Jurassic Park is the name of the Christmas store in Tasmania. It's a beautiful building. Such a beautiful building. Goes on forever. Yeah, like if you're into cheaper house prices, I guess. Not as many opportunities for jobs though. Medium K, 680K house prices. Yeah, like is that good? Yeah, my favourite up the top near Launceston. Talking about what's up near Launceston? Talking about like the Tamar Valley? Are you talking about like Bridport, Cradle Mountain? So we'll continue moving on while we chat with the chat. Chat with the chat. Cheap. Okay, so that is cheap. Well, I bought about 10 years ago, and that's a lot of money, but that's 10 years ago, so it's all in perspective, isn't it? And even if I was to sell, I'd have to buy somewhere else. Now, this building doesn't really fit in. This is the pharmacist. It's sort of a bit of an eyesore, in my opinion. Thank you for the follow, Australia flag. I like your photo. It's kind of funny with the little emoji, with the little filter thing you've got going on. It's cool. Yeah, I don't know. This building doesn't really fit in. I don't really like the pharmacist. We'll come back to the pub, which is that one there. I just want to show you, this is private property now, but it used to be open for a little market every now and then. It's a church in here. I don't really see the whole thing, but I love the bacon and egg pies, says Alex. Yeah, I'm going to get to the bakery, don't you worry. We will get there. I'll be having lunch there, actually, after I finish this live tour. But yeah, you've got the beautiful church as the owner comes out of the house with their blanket and move away. It's called the Church in Richmond. If you want to stay there, it's now a rental or Airbnb. There's one little look there down the street. Look at the beautiful old buildings there. So they're the ones we've already seen. All 12 of you in the chat. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Baruma B98. All 11 of you now. I've got a few more people in there now. Where are you guys from? We've got a few people from around Australia. Have we got anyone international yet? Have we got anyone from international yet? Scallop pies are my favourite. Yeah, they're a big thing in Tassie. The scallop pie. They are a big thing. Thank you for the follow. It looks so nice. I want to go back. I'm sure you'll be back. So this is the Richmond Arms pub. It's a beautiful, beautiful old building. Brazil in the house. Brazil. Crazy. Haven't had anyone from Brazil before. Thank you so much. So this is the barn out the back. And this is really interesting place. Love the house. I might buy. We get lunch, then go to the river and sit by the ducks. Yep. So you've been to Richmond before. We will be going down that way as we move along in the street tour. So yeah, we've got zoom in, the Richmond Arms. It's the only pub in Richmond, I do believe. Thanks for the likes. Another beautiful building. They won many awards. I would definitely eat there. I have eaten there multiple times. I haven't eaten there recently, so I don't know whether it's any good still. But yeah, the Richmond Arms is a good little spot. I would recommend. Mangoes and Cream recommends that you eat there. That where the maze is. Yeah, back a little bit further. We've already been past the maze now. Mentioned that they've redeveloped it. Can you tell that it's Easter's coming? But yeah, they've gone all out. They've actually upgraded a fair bit of late. Not the exterior, other than the decorations. A lot of history, I'd say. Yeah, it is. I'd say a lot of cowboys and all that went through. Bush Rangers came back through here during its heyday. But yeah, 2018 Best Regional Hotel. Thank you for the likes. We're nearly at 4K. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I've got a Heart Me goal of 5. If anyone wants to chime in with a gift, and also a subscription goal of 5. Sometime in the future, I would like to hit those if you are enjoying the content. But yeah, that's the Richmond Arms. The only pub in Richmond. So we're panning across now. We'll get to so we've got the Richmond Lavender Company. This is the smell in here is another on another level again, obviously. I can actually smell it from here because there's all the lavender out the front. Another beautiful old building. Yeah, I'm getting like massive whiffs of it. So yeah, Lavender Company. If you like lavender, they do lavender ice cream too, actually. Come and try our handmade Tasmanian lavender ice cream. We've got Wattle Bank, which is another little cafe. Look at the brickwork. Just another little cafe. Lots of cafes in Richmond here. Look at the brickwork there. Thank you for the likes. 4.2. As we move down, we've got the supermarket to my left, which has actually got some cool little murals and stuff on it, which I will show you guys. So this has got the bridge. Thank you for the likes. Some of the buildings we may have seen already. The village store Richmond. It's got a bush ranger, guy cobbling a horse, blacksmith, Martin Cash, Coal River Valley, Richmond. Martin Cash, I'm guessing he was a, what do they call it, a bush ranger back in the day. Convict related stuff. There's actually a gallows here, which we can walk past later possibly. We've got some of the notable wildlife that Tassie did have and still has. Ned Kelly. We've got the Tasmanian tiger, which is extinct at the top. Devil down the bottom left. Some natives in the middle. This is an old mural of, I'm guessing, Richmond, or maybe Hobart. Not sure. Okay, we'll come back around this side as we continue the Richmond tour. Hit the like button if you're enjoying. Follow if you want to join for other content in the future. We'll be doing a few more lives in Tassie and Japan at the end of the month. And Mangles is in the chat. Hello. This is the front of the IGA, which is like a supermarket. 1836. Beautiful building again. Nearly at 5k likes, thank you so much. 10 of you in the chat. Where are we all from? For anyone new in the chat, comment where you're from. Are we from Australia? Are we from international? Where are we from? I'm interested in where you guys are watching from. That's a look down the street again. Richmond Arms on the left. And then this is one of the highly recommended places I'd suggest you go. Wow, Tasmania play rugby? I guess. We're going to hopefully have an AFL team. Thank you for the Rose and Mangles. You're now the #1 gifter. Oh, you're the first gifter. Thank you so much. So this is called Chegs. There's a sign. I'm actually standing right next to the sign. Sorry, let me move over here a little bit so you guys can get the zoom in on the sign. So Chegs, I would highly recommend this place. It's a cafe. The inside is spectacular. You can see some of the teapots in the window there. It's called Chegs. And this building is beautiful. You can see some of the stuff. It's packed to the ceiling with like antiques. You can see some of the like things in the door there, like stuff on the walls. It is very nice. Beautiful food. Breakfasts are amazing. There's the lunch menu there if you can read that. Look, there's more stuff in the window there as well. AI chimes in with Richmond Rambles. Okay, interesting. Starlink, Elon Musk on the roof, is there? I didn't even see that. No, it's no Starlink. These things are called, like, they're like part of a chimney. Like they're in Tasmania a lot. It's like a chimney thing to like dissipate the smoke. But yeah, it's called Chegs. I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. The food here is amazing. Beautiful day. Yeah, it's 13 degrees. It's very chilly. Very chilly.
think maybe not. Yeah, it's definitely not a Starlink. They don't need Starlink in there. Only maybe for their FPOS. And Mangles reached level 6 in your team. Thanks so much. Level 6. Appreciate the rose before. Thank you so much. And the likes earlier. 6k now. Holy crap. Yeah, Chegs, would highly recommend. It is, yeah, an amazing place. If you got any questions, chat, just message down below if you got any questions about Richmond or Tasmania as a greater whole. I'm happy to answer them. It's popular. Yeah, this is a random Monday, so the sun just came out. Oh, it feels so good. It's so cold at the moment. Yeah, it is a touristy town, as someone said earlier. I think it was Rob, wasn't a fan. I'm hoping maybe we can sway his opinion a little bit. So we're in a little park now, which is in the middle, as I'm just going to dump my coffee that I had earlier. And then we've got a very, very popular place I'm about to show you. So we'll do a full 180. It's a beautiful park. All 9 of you in the chat, thank you so much. Beautiful, beautiful park. Somewhat been redeveloped. I don't remember it being this pretty as a kid. It's a beautiful town. It is. It's very picturesque. There is a lot of people out and about now. You'll see a few people coming up now. That guy's got a big camera. A bunch of people crossing the road. And as we pan across past Chegs, this place here is interesting. It's called the Bridge Street Surgery. It used to be an antique store. It has been since turned into just a surgery office, unfortunately now. But it's a beautiful building nonetheless. And then as we scroll to the left, this is one of the you must come here. It's Sweets and Treats. It's in my TikTok video that I posted a week ago. If you want to check it out, as if you want to hang around for an hour while I walk the streets. Gives you Richmond and all the things to see in Richmond in under a minute. Sweets and Treats. They've expanded this place so much. So it used to just be this bit. Let me zoom out a bit. So that used to be Sweets and Treats, which is still Sweets and Treats. Alex says, tax time, Tassie, here I come. I like that. Thank you for the comment. Follow along if you like Tassie content. There'll be plenty more coming up, Alex. But yeah, then they expanded to this area. This was something else back in the day. And yeah, Sweets and Treats. There's so many lollies in here. And the quality of lolly is just amazing. Like anything and everything you can think of as I wobble around here. The Richmond Lolly Shop. You can see the stuff inside there. Can't really zoom in anymore. But you can see all the lollies on the back wall there. That goes the entire length. The entire length. And that place is packed at all times. They also do ice cream, which is a horrible idea today. And you can see a little bit more through there. Yeah, I'd hire one of the you must come here. I visited in the early 2000s and I didn't live here. And as a kid, it was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Sweet and Treat took up my suitcase. I bet. I'm going to go there after the stream and grab some baby snakes because they are so delicious. But yeah, definitely would recommend Sweets and Treats. We're moving along. This is an interesting one. I'll just pan across here just to give you a quick one on this post. You can actually see in quite detail that this was part of a pillar of a gate leading to an old stockyard, as it says literally right there on the plaque. But you can just see the way the convicts chipped away at the limestone. You can just see it. Look, in great detail, chip, 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 chip. And there would have been a gate here of some kind leading to a stockyard. And I'm glad they kept a little bit just to remind everyone.
It's pretty cool. And you just walk past it, you wouldn't think anything nonetheless, but that plaque really grabs your attention and makes you go, oh yeah, what was this about? So I'm going to cross through here because it's like a servo now, and I'll quickly get you a glimpse down the road. Actually, we'll just cross, it'll be easier. And then we'll go back over. We'll get closer to Sweets and Treats. Get you another look in there without going in and being intrusive. Thank you everyone in the chat, 10 of yous. I appreciate you watching. Alex shared the live. Encourage more viewers to share is what it tells me to tell you. Thank you so much for sharing, Alex. I didn't even ask for that, but I appreciate it. Probably showing that to someone that you want to travel to Tasmania with, no doubt. But that's Sweets and Treats. And then yeah, panning across, we've got, I think it's like I don't know, it's like a hall. It's a beautiful limestone building. This is right next to Sweets and Treats. And this is potentially an old barn, maybe from the back. But it's a classic motorcycle display in there. They also hold the market here. There's a beautiful old bike out the front. I'll take a look at that. I'm not paying to go in though. Beautiful old building. Some old.
Have a great day. Thanks very much. Thanks, mate.
Beautiful old bikes. Yeah, the Richmond market. Yeah, so the Richmond market gets held in this little area here, and then in the hall as well, I do believe. Thank you, Alex. I was sharing to my family. Yeah, do it. I appreciate that. And then yeah, you got the building as well. You might be able to take a little sneak peek in there and see what's going on. I don't want to be seeing there or not. I can't really see. I see one. Yeah, I can't really see it now, unfortunately. But yeah, it's another cute little building. And yeah, there's a motorcycle display. As we pan across, I was going to head to the other side of the road, but I might as well just stay on this side of the road now. Heading down towards the bridge now. I got a war memorial, I think this is. All 10 of you on the chat, thank you. Yeah, the Great War of 1914-1918. This is the old courthouse, which also holds the post office now. I feel like home when I go there. Oh, cool. And there's a beautiful park opposite the post office. The grass is so green. Like, I don't know, this is no filter. WW kind of photo, yeah. And then you got the grass here, people doing cartwheels, having a good old day. It is actually freezing today. And then AI chiming in with Richmond's sweet escape. AI. Beautiful green park. The grass is no lie that green. It is lush and it is extremely green. And as we pan across, we've got the Peppercorn Gallery, which is a gallery here in Richmond. Been live for 45 minutes now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If I line up job, I think I move. If you can line up a job here, do it beforehand like I did. I got waited until I had a job before I moved here because it is extremely hard to get a job here. Like, you got to know someone to be able to get a job here, unfortunately. Unless you've got like a international company that you're or national company that you're working for that you can just get a transfer. This is the Peppercorn Gallery. 1983 is when it started. The building though is 1850. Used to be the Mill Cottage. See some of the old trinkets in there. I won't go in there, but Rowan says, my town, poor people died in the First World War, about 40 people. Oh, that's so sad. I work for Woolworths at the moment. Bro, you're done. Let's just move now. Go into your manager's office and then sort it out. There's plenty of Woolworths down here. Easy chance to get a job. Don't forget to follow along to the Mangoes and Cream team if you want to see future Tassie content. And if you can't heart me or subscribe, just liking the stream is much appreciated, as my fingers are freezing and my feet are sore from walking all this way. So we're coming down to the main event, what you've all been waiting for, if anyone's been here since the beginning, all this 45 minutes ago. The Richmond Bridge is coming up. I'll be live in multiple positions to try and give you guys the best view of it. But yeah, it is the thing to see down here. It's a beautiful bridge, and it's the oldest still used bridge in Australia. The oldest. There is no older bridge that is still in use. Thank you for the likes. Go to the bakery, says Rihanna. That is what I'm having for lunch. We will pass back through there and probably end it at the bakery, just so you know. I'm guessing you're from Tasmania or you visited, Rihanna. All 11 of you in the chat, if you haven't already, just let me know where you guys are from. Just comment your where you're from. So I'll do a big pan here actually, because this is quite pretty. This is like the most picturesque. Best pies. They've redeveloped it a little bit down the bottom here. It used to be all mud, and you could just slide straight into the river back in the day, but they've actually built like a deck thing, like a proper deck. And as we pan across, you guys will get the Richmond. It's very English. Looks very English here. Tracy joined. Welcome back, Tracy. Thank you for stopping by. And there is the south side of Richmond Bridge. Hello again. Thank you for joining. I saw you because you're joined the Mangoes and Cream team, so you popped up on the top of the screen. Very special. Scallop pies, yummy. Not a fan of scallop pies, but they are a big hit down here in Tassie. Alex says, hey, chat amongst yourselves. That way I don't have to chat the entire time. But we're doing the Richmond tour down the main drag. This is the south side of the Richmond Bridge. We're now going to cross over it, but we're going to quickly look at the plaque, or one of the plaques. Zoom in for you guys at home. You can read it, I won't. Beautiful Richmond, Tracy says. 13 of you in the chat, thank you for joining. So yeah, 1823 it was constructed and it was opened in 1825. That is 200 years ago. Thank you for the heart me, Tracy. I appreciate that. You're the second placed gifter at the moment. Thank you so much. I appreciate your input. Been walking for what, nearly an hour now, and we've made it to the bridge. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tracy. Thank you so much. We've made it to the bridge. We've taken our time getting here, but it's just so picturesque with that. It's a cool 13 degrees here in Tassie today. That's quite a nice shot there. Well, don't know if I can see any ducks. Yeah, they're being a menace as usual. Pan across here. Now the other side is the postcard image. Beautiful little viewing platform down there. Guy says, you're going to the Poo Museum. I've already walked past the Poo Museum. and I'm giving my thoughts on it. I will not be going there. I have been there before. If you feel the need, I won't be walking all that way now, unfortunately, Guy, but I appreciate the comment. If you're liking what you see, you can always follow along. We're doing more Tassie videos in the future. And we're going to Japan at the end of this month. Susie's back. Hello. I remember you from yesterday. Got a little TikTok that I've got lined up today, Susie, on the Starbucks building that you remember from yesterday or day before the stream. I can't remember. Now, there used to be some trees here. They've actually removed them, but that's a good thing because they were kind of in the way. And what they've done is they've put some nice ones here instead, just to try and create that sort of postcard image. I haven't put it up yet, Susie, so don't look yet unless you've missed anything. Is there still, Rooster says, is there still a lolly shop in Richmond? You just missed the lolly shop. We just went there. Rooster. But I would definitely recommend it still. It's bigger than ever. And that is not a filter, that is the colour of the grass. It is green as all green. Lots of tourists here. Heaps of ducks down here, actually. Rooster says, damn, I need to go back there. You do. I'll be going there to get some lollies after the stream. 12 of you in the chat now. Thank you so much. Love the lolly shop, says Tracy. These are the ducks that are everywhere here. And then we're panning across to the bridge. Another duck. Thank you for the likes. Where are you from in Tassie? So I live not far from Richmond, actually, about 10 minutes. If you can hear me. It's a bit windy at the moment. Can anyone give me a comment if I'm a little bit blowy in the audio? I would appreciate it as we scroll across here. But yeah, I'm from not too far from here, Guy. But that is the Richmond Bridge. So 1823 it was built. I live in Oatlands. Oh yeah, you're like an hour away. You're in the Midlands. Thank you for stopping by, Guy. If you like what you're seeing, I'm going to have future content coming up. I'm going to follow along or sub. Up to you, my guy. But that's the Richmond Bridge. That's what we're going to be walking in now. What you see. I did a live here a couple of weeks ago, and no one watched it. And now there's 12 of you. Thank you so much. TikTok's pushing the old mangoes and cream stream a bit more a week later. Thank you for the follow, Guy. I appreciate that. But yeah, that is a Richmond Bridge. The oldest still used bridge in Australia. In use. 2 shares, thank you. There's a van going over it just to prove that it is in use. All 11 of you. It's not as pretty as the day when I made the TikTok short, but it's still got a beautiful little white puffy cloud in the background there. The other day, if you watch the video on the channel, it's just the bluest sky, the greenest grass, and you got the lovely. There was like right in the archway. There's like the water reflections were coming up onto the archway underneath. It's so beautiful. Richmond Bridge tour and tasty pies, says AI. What the hell? But anyone chiming in from home, we're at the Richmond Bridge in Tasmania in the lower portion of, where else do you TikTok live in Tassie? I've done a little bit in Park Beach. I've done a little bit in Hobart City the other day, if you missed it. And I'll be doing a few notable spots. If you've got any ideas for a live, Guy, chuck them in the comments below. I'd love to hear where you'd like a live from, within reason. Obviously, being near Richmond is quite easy to get down here, but I'm happy to go within reason to anywhere in the southern half of Tassie. If anyone wishes to see
see a quick live. You guys seem to be enjoying it, all 12 of you on the chat. It's pretty consistent 12 at the moment, which is nice. Is the audio still okay? It's a bit blowy at the moment. And then we're going to head back over the bridge and get the view from the other side, down where the ducks were. And then we'll head up towards the bakery as a good end point. There was a harp, as in a harp player, at the bakery. And this was last when was this? Last Tuesday when I came down here. And there was an old fella playing the harp. And it was just a beautiful scenery, like the beautiful sounds in the background with the scenery of the bakery. It was so picturesque. Alex has joined back in. Welcome, Anne. We got a share from Susie. Thank you so much, Susie. That does help. 3 of you that have shared it. But yeah, there was an older gentleman playing the harp, and I just sat the phone staring at him playing the harp, and there was a few people that enjoyed that little live that we did. So we're going to head back over now as we've had a bit of a look at this side of the bridge. We've got 15 in the chat now. Welcome anyone new. Where are you guys from if you haven't commented already? Are we from Australia? Are we from international? There's heaps of people here. You got I'll just quickly show you because it's funny. The kids are playing with the where is this? Luke says this is Richmond, Tasmania. All the ducks and the kids, and yeah, if you got kids, come down here for a good time. Heaps of ducks. But thank you for commenting, Luke. This is Richmond. Thank you for the likes. Whoever's going crazy. I think it's Susie. On the bridge. Like I said, I've got a heart me goal of 5 in today's stream, and at some point 5 subscribers as well if you feel the need, and if you can't afford it, then a simple like on the screen or a share, which is free, goes a long way. Really appreciate it. Botanical Gardens would be a nice place to show people not from here. That is true, Guy. That is true. It's a little bit sus though, because some areas of Botanical Gardens don't have very good reception. Like the bottom side of Botanical Gardens is really dicky for reception, so a live might be hard, but I know where is good reception, so that could be a definite option. As we're at the top of the bridge, look at the brickwork, and you can see where the convicts have been hammering away at the limestone. Thank you for the follow, Luke. Can you show the year of the bridge was built, please? Plaque in the middle. Yep, I'll show it to you on the other side. Lulu, Queenslander. I know where you're from then. Yep, I'll show you the plaque when I get down. Just wanted to show you a little bit of the work from the convicts that England sent to Tasmania. Thank you for not reaching over. You guys are fine. Thanks. Just had some pedestrians giving me right away. I appreciate that. It's a beautiful bridge. I won't reach over if you're a bit scared of heights. I do apologise. I was going to. Mount Wellington might be interesting. Yeah, that's a good one, Guy. That's a good one. Look at the grass. Like, same deal with Mount Wellington. You have to be right at the top. I think you have good reception, but it might be like a bit of a scout it out first, check the reception, then do it. My family built that bridge. Oh, thank you. Thank you for your service. I'll just look down a little bit. Sorry about that. I just want to show you the river and whatnot. Yeah, Mount Wellington would be interesting. Lulu says, have you done Dewtown? Dewtown's a funny one, isn't it? Down near the peninsula. It would be a cool little one. Keep coming with the comments on anywhere you want to see. I'm loving these ideas. Botanical Garden's an easy one. Dewtown's a little bit further out, but you could combine that with like the tessellated tiles, the natural bridge. Yeah, just all down that way. You could do that as like one or a couple of lives to show people that aren't from Tassie. The ducks come along.
Sorry if I'm pointing that down too much, Lulu. But they're pretty cute. 6.4k likes, thank you so much. Beaconsfield Mine Museum, that's a good one, Alex. Beaconsfield's so far away though. The monetary value of the live would definitely not make up unless I got like a million galaxies in the chat. Unfortunately, Alex, fuel would cost me probably like 120 bucks just to get there, I reckon, in the van. Where's the plaque? There's one plaque here that I will show you. Is Moira Island accessible for tours? I've got a Moira Island video on the channel if you want to check it out. It doesn't give you any info other than some quick shots of it, but I will let you know that it is accessible for tours. They do. You can rent bikes there as well. Walking would be a little bit of a long day, but if you took bikes over or rented bikes on the island, yeah, it's a good time. This is one plaque. Where's the plaque? So this is one plaque, and then I'll get the other one of the one in the middle of the bridge. How you doing? Where is this, bro? This is in Richmond, Tasmania, King. Thank you for liking the live. Like I said, there's Tassie content coming up all over Tasmania if you want to follow along or subscribe or heart me or anything like that. Much appreciated. I'm going to walk down the other side now. This has all been redeveloped in the last couple of years, just so you guys know. Looking forward to seeing the bakery. I haven't seen it in years, says Guy. It has not changed. Like, this is all new. I remember when this used to be a sketchy, like, walkway. Now it's all done up for the tourists, which is a good thing. The bakery has not changed, but yeah, it is very nice. Thank you for liking. Asking, have you had to clean out your stream for tourists? Have they had a clean out the tourist stream? No, they haven't. There is still lots of tourists. It's not, I mean, tourist season's probably over, but it's still very busy here today. Very busy. Thank you for liking again. Your fingers must be getting sore. 7k likes, oh my god. Like I said, it's free to like the stream, share the stream. It's always free. Is this China? Wrong. Good guess, Shane. No, it is not. I know why you said, is this China? But that's just all the tourists. They love it around here. Yep, Salamanca would be a hectic to do live. It would be absolutely hectic. There's just people everywhere on a Saturday down at Salamanca. That is an upcoming stream. I will let you guys know. It will have to be on a Saturday though. Thank you, Susie, for liking as well. It would have to be, unfortunately, on a Saturday because that's the only day the Salamanca markets are on. Was there a mill close to here too? Yeah, I think you mean the mill, which is this here. I thought there was like a mill thing up here. It's Tasmania. So much says roaming. Beautiful Richmond. Thank you, roaming. Like I said, follow along if you want to see more Tassie content. And we are going to Japan next month, if you like Japan. I think there was a mill here. Oh, and that might be Deloraine. That might be Deloraine. AI chiming in with Tassie Live Adventure. Thank you for the follow, Lulu. Lulu, I think you were the one that asked the plaque in the middle of the bridge. It is coming up. Definitely not as pretty as the other side, but 1823 AD is when you want. Roaming, planning to buying a house in Tassie soon. Which area are you looking at buying in, roaming? Is it cold today, says Shane. It is 13 degrees. Oh, sorry. Just moved my head and it's moved the whole camera. It is 13 degrees, 20k winds. It's cold. Does that help? I'm wearing gloves at the moment because it is quite cold. Yeah, planning to buy a house in Tassie soon. Whereabouts? Anywhere from away from anyone. Strawn. Strawn is very remote on the west coast. It's beautiful over there though. Hopefully you're retired because there's not a lot to do work-wise unless you want to work in the salmon farms. Thank you, says Lulu. Oh, you're more than welcome. Like I said, I did show it on the other side, but he must have came through just at the wrong time. But nah, Strawn is pretty. Long way to do a live there, unfortunately. That's definitely out of the question in the upcoming future. 1823 AD was when this bridge was constructed and built, and it is the oldest still in use bridge, as I say that fact for the millionth time, and try and avoid standing in all that, just to give you the raw live. There's duck poo everywhere from obvious reasons. Roaming says, I had the best meal at Richmond pub a few years back. It's called the Richmond Arms, I think it was called. And yeah, it is a very good pub. The one on the corner. I don't know if it's on the corner. Maybe it is. But I think you mean the Richmond Arms. But yeah, it is a very popular... Oh. Just photo bombing like they want to. Yeah, Richmond Arms. Yeah, I thought so. I think it's the only pub in Richmond now. So I had a good guess on where you meant. But yeah, that's the Richmond Bridge. We'll do one more pan across as you've got people getting... They've made this new like photo spot now where the tourists get their photo in front of it, which is cool for the tourists. So they get like that image. The lady on the left gets that image for her Instagram. Richmond is such a lovely part of Tassie. It is. It really is. It's so English and cute. And thank you for the share, Maykill. I appreciate that. Sending it to one of your family members, maybe from Tassie, or where are you from? You're new to the chat. Tell me where you're from. Roaming's followed. Thank you, Roaming. Like I said, there'll be more Tassie stuff coming up. And then Japan next month. Whoa. Did you guys hear that duck? That was that was loud. Scared me. Alright, let's say goodbye to the Richmond Bridge and move to the bakery. They get their shot, the tourists. There's a bunch of ducks up here actually. We'll catch them on the way over. There's some big ones. There's geese over here too. Did anyone hear that duck? I need to get back to Tassie soon. I miss Banjo's Bakery. Banjo's is like one of the chain bakeries that Tassie offers. They're actually in Queensland as well. I saw one in Redcliffe when we were up that way last year. But yeah, they are majority in Tassie. So these are the culprits of all the poo. I'll take a bacon and egg pie, please. Bacon and egg pies are pretty good too. And the scallop pies, they need them in Sydney. Haha. They're reasonable. They're not my favourite, but I've been here for 10 years, so I see them all the time. But yeah, they do a good pie. Not as good as the Richmond Bakery, but getting one in Hervey Bay soon. I can't wait to have a steak and pepper when they open. Oh, cool, Hervey Bay. That's up there. Thank you for the content. But yes, Banjo's is indeed one of the top bakeries, says Lulu. I appreciate. Thank you for the comments. We've got the ducks bound by the Richmond Bridge as we head up to the bakery. I'll show you the lolly shop again as well, whoever commented before. We have two in Newcastle. So yeah, the Banjo bakeries are around a little bit by the sounds of things. I think I saw one in Wollongong as well. We moved from Hobart to Hervey Bay. Hervey Bay is a pretty special spot though. You got the whales, you got the beautiful beaches. I'm missing the hot water, the hot weather at the moment with what I'm wearing. All the ducks. Get one final look. Arnie Harris, thank you for joining. We're currently in Richmond. and that's the current state of the Richmond foreshore. This all used to be mud when it would rain and the poo, and this is horrible, and you'd just slip over all the time. My parents-in-law live in Richmond, says Danny. Thank you for stopping by. Well, they'll know exactly where I am then. If you're liking what you're seeing, you can always join the Mangoes and Cream team. Share and like is always appreciated and also free. But we also have options for if you want to heart me to join the team, and subs as well. There's exclusive Mangoes and Cream stickers you can put in the chat. You get a special Mac banner, MAC, Mangoes and Cream banner. It's pretty cool. We spent hours the other day making all these mango related emojis for the chat. If anyone does end up subbing one day, I'd love for you guys to spam them all in the chat so I can see what they look like, because I haven't got anyone yet. So my parents live in Richmond. The oldest Catholic church is here. Is that the one up past the gallows, Danny? If you're following, is that the one up past the gallows? I think I know the one you mean. It's got quite a big clock tower at the top of it. I can take you over there if you like. I am busting for the loo. But we've just hit 12 o'clock. Richmond Bakery is the best. We're heading there now, actually. Says Danny. 7.8k likes. Thank you so much. Likes are free. St. John's. I'll see if I can spot it on the horizon and you tell me whether that is St. John's, since you're a bit of a expertise of the area here. So walk up a million stairs. Likes are appreciated. All 12 of you in the chat. At the Tasmanian Gingerbread House. This is where my Richmond in under 1 minute TikTok ends. It ends right here. This is the Tasmanian Gingerbread House. Handmade, award-winning gingerbreads, and it's also a gift shop. St. John's. Likes. This is up by the park. We're on the other side over there where the road was before. And you've got the post office and the war memorial. Straight through there. That hit 8k likes, oh my god. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. You got a little playground. We'll just zoom past there because there's a little girl playing in the playground. And we've got kind of like a little view area. This is mentioning about the natives, Coal River Valley. Thank you, Susie, for the likes. Look at this. Oh, actually, that's pretty sick. I haven't come over here in a long time. Another spot of the bridge. So down there is where we were before. 8k likes, thank you so much. Wish there was like a little celebration emoji or something I could put in the chat for you. Tassie bakery hunting, says AI. And then you'll see, because we're coming into winter, as I pan across slowly, you'll see the beautiful old colours of the trees and the valley, Coal River Valley. The old Richmond Gallows is pretty cool. Yeah, I parked my car near there actually. So play them back across. The Gallows is another cool spot to visit when you're in Richmond, says Danny. Appreciate you reminding me on that one. As we walk past the gingerbread house. We'll go to the Gallows. I'll quickly show you the clock tower and we'll finish at the bakery. We'll do like a bit of a lap. And I'm gonna have to head off, get some lunch and go to the toilet. 15 of you in the chat, thank you so much. If you're new in the chat, tell me where you guys are from. Whether you're from other parts of Australia. International is interesting when you see someone in international. We had Romania and Brazil earlier. We had
What else do we have? We had New Zealand in the past. Perth, says Baz. Thank you, Baz. I used to live in Perth. I was born there. I know a lot about Perth. Perth's a lovely spot. Miss the beaches. Okay, so Danny, I think it was in the chat. Is that the St. John's? If so, I'm happy to walk over there. Can you confirm if that's the one you're talking about? The church with the clock is St. Luke's, I'm pretty sure. Right opposite my parent-in-law's house. All right, so that's not the one. We'll go over there anyway because it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool church. Thank you for the rose and mangles. I do appreciate it. And the heart. Oh my God, thank you so much. My goal was 5. We've got 2 out of 5. If anyone else wants to chime in, feel free. Cheg's Cafe is good there. Yes, it is. Welcome back, Tracy. Cheg's, I mentioned extensively. Are you in the US? No, we're not. We are in Tasmania, Australia. Ring the bell. I don't know if I'm allowed in there. I don't want to cause any ruckus. Thank you, Gail, for joining the chat. Cheg's is a good cafe. Where is your kangaroo? I'm not riding at the moment. I parked it up in the car park earlier, actually. I'm guessing Jacob is from America. This is the Richmond Gallows. Parked your kangaroo. Yeah, we all ride kangaroos and fly sugar gliders around. God wants us to ring the bell, ringing around the world. This is the Richmond Gallows. There's a speaker that blazes out like info as well. Thank you for the follow, Jacob. 1825, so pretty much the same as the bridge. Same time as the bridge. I'll walk down to this clock tower, churchy thing. Banshee's back in the chat. Thank you for coming back around. We're near the end of the talk, Banshee. You caught the beginning part of it, but you've also missed the bridge. You came in when the bridge wasn't here, and you've left when the bridge isn't here. I do apologise. It's such a good place to visit in Richmond. Tracy dropping in with 6 roses? Oh my goodness. And you've just claimed the #1 badge. Gift Badger, thank you so much. You're very generous today. I think you gifted earlier today as well. My fingers and my toes genuinely appreciate that, Tracy. They are freezing at the moment. 39% battery. Is that your farm? It isn't. I don't have a farm. People are like Banshee. No worries. No, genuinely appreciate it, Tracy. Thank you for stopping by again. We'll be having more lives coming up in the future. Tracy stopped by a few times now, which is much appreciated. Getting some regulars in the chat is always nice. Hobart is so cold today. I live in Newtown and it is cold. Yeah, it's like 13 at the moment. And where does summer go? So we're going to St. Luke's Church. Thank you, Danny. How's the audio? Can you guys still hear me? It's a bit windy at the moment. Ring the bell, says Seeker. I am pretty sure it's Luke's. Well, let's confirm that so I know for the future, because there's a big sign out front. So we'll be able to tell straight away, I'm pretty sure. As it passes 12:08. Thank you all 15 of you in the chat now. I've had consistently over at least 10 for the entire stream, which is crazy. We just did a full live tour of Richmond, starting at the maze at the beginning of Richmond, heading down to the bridge. St. Luke's, you are correct. Ring the bell for humanity. And we walked down to the bridge. Good job, Danny. She knows her stuff. She's got people that live in this town. So she's well equipped. But that's a pretty, they don't look open. Whoever's wanting me to press the, ring the ding-a-ling. The bell is, the bells are healing frequencies. They also, yeah, they are, I guess. So that's the St. Luke's church / tower. 16 of you on the chart. You can see this from a fair way away. It's the plaque in the middle says 1834. This was 10 years after the bridge was built. So pretty, says Danny. But yeah, this is one of the more like pretty. Yeah, those trees are pretty. They look like, I'm no horticulturalist, but they kind of look like a pine. They've got like little hunky nut things on them. 8k likes. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's in Luke's. Beautiful old building. Beautiful. And then looking across, you can see the whole river valley. Beautiful puffy blue and white clouds over there. St. John's Catholic Church is on the other side of the bridge. Okay, yeah, I'm with you now. Probably won't go back down there now, unfortunately, because of my battery, my bladder, and my stomach are all screaming at me. But I think I know the one you mean. There's a few graveyards around here too. Oh, it's the oldest one in all of Australia. That's an interesting fact. Okay, coming from Danny. It's bin day today, if you weren't aware. It's too late to put your bins out though, because they've probably been emptied. Thank you for joining, Rihanna. We're going through Richmond at the moment. 4 of you that are shared, I do appreciate it. Actually, we'll go back through to Richmond Bakery for our little cute little park in the middle. And there's a chess set in there as well. I am grabbing a pie for lunch because they are pretty good pies. So beautiful old buildings in Richmond. Nearly every single one is just like 150 years old without even trying. What state are you in, says Jar? We're in Tasmania and we're in Richmond at the moment. We've done a full tour of Richmond along the main street, from the maze to the bridge and to the bakery. The best pies. Scallop pies are great. Yeah, scallop pies are the in thing in Tassie. I've never been a fan of them, but they are extremely popular. Heritage. We're going to go through this little park. It's a bit cute. And you get to the bakery anyway. TikTok's saying, great job, you've been live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. I'm trying to take a break, man. Richmond Rambles, Bells and Bakery, says AI. So, if you go this way, yeah, there's like a little... Oh, it's kind of a bit of a piss poor excuse of a water feature. But there's a cool little like impromptu chess. Whoop, sorry. The gimbal does take a little bit of time to pan across. I'm still working it out. Don't forget the lolly shop. Yeah, I mentioned the lolly shop earlier. You have to come to the lolly shop if you're in Richmond. It's like, what are like the probably two things. You could say the bridge is a must see. The lolly shop and the bakery. So like, go to the bridge, go get some lollies, go have a pie, you're set. So this is the chess area. The waffles from there, delicious. Yeah, they do waffles
ice creams, which are not going to happen today. The Christmas shop as well. It says in Mangles. Yeah, we went past there earlier on today. Yes, those three. Yeah, they would be the big three. And then, yeah, the Christmas shop's a cute look if you're into Christmas stuff. And, oh, there's just the antique stores. Just a general walk. Just looking at all the old buildings. The market's on that day. We haven't come down this street, but the bakery's on the left. So that street straight ahead is what we were walking past before. There's a beautiful little courtyard area in here we might just double back to. So I'll walk up and back around. There's a Richmond bakery is just to the left. You can see the beautiful old limestone walls. Lots of things to do and see. Yeah, that's why I made that little TikTok video on my channel last week. Just like short and sharp. If your attention span's really short and you can't watch an hour and a half live stream from Mangoes and Cream, I put up a Richmond things to see in Richmond in under 1 minute, and yeah, it's going pretty well. If you want to check it out, comment if you were in the live stream today in the comment. It'd be cool to see if you guys made it over there. Yeah, beautiful old brickwork. This is like a big courtyard area. I'll just quickly go show you guys. Just get out of everyone's way. As a kid yells, "Can we go to the lolly shop?" Just sit down here quickly. Pan around. Thank you for the likes to 8K at the moment. I can't really go much further because there's a bunch of people standing there, but get to about here. Whoop. Thank you for liking, Danny. They're moving away now. And then this is the back end of the lolly shop here. So you can actually get into the lolly shop from two entrances. Here and the other spot where we were before. This is the back end of it. This is where the waffles are done and everything. All 14 of you in the chat. Thank you for sticking around at 12 o'clock on a random Monday. Tracy again with a few likes. Don't forget the pub. Yeah, I went past the pub earlier. Award winning from 2018 apparently. Whether it was the best pub in all of Tassie, whether it was the best pub in all of Australia, didn't really say. Never gone there for coffee actually. Normally go to Chegg's for coffee. Heaps of tourists walking around. There's a good souvenir shop near there with handmade things. Red Umbrella's favorite is your favorite lolly. It says Banshee. Yeah, anything red is generally the best of. Whenever I get the baby snakes, I always hope that I get a bunch of red snakes. End up getting a bunch of green ones and yellow ones though. They make lavender ice cream. Yeah, the lavender shop. They make lavender ice cream. Are you from Richmond? No, I live nearby. It's about 10 minutes away. So it's easy for me to come here and do a live. It's the second time I've done a live here. I went down to the bridge quickly, and there was like one person watching, and then there was a harp player right directly ahead where that art sign says. It says art. There was a harp player. I hope he was here today, so I can show you guys some more of his in the chat. But he's not here, and he was just playing the beautiful harp. And as we pan around, we'll get the wineries of Richmond. These are all the notable ones. Every man and his dog. Thank you for the donut in Mangles. I do appreciate that. You're back at the #1 gift. Thank you so much. All gifts are appreciative. If you feel the need to subscribe, there's some exclusive Mangoes and Cream stickers, and you get a Mac badge for your title and the comments. Otherwise, if you don't want to chuck any money in, that is completely fine. Likes, shares, and comments are all free. Coal River Valley. So this is the map that shows you where we are, and the green is open daily and red is by appointment. So you've got Coal River Farm, you got Every Man and His Dog, Frogmore, Noctul, Poolies, Puddle Duck, Riverdale, art gallery is where my mother-in-law works. Oh, cool. Will you do a wine and cheese tour? I like cheese, I don't like wine. But I'm just showing for the viewers. So yeah, there's heaps. So where my finger is here goes down towards Hobart, and that's the airport here, and then all along here, and then we're in the Richmond here. So all along this road here is just all wineries in the Coal River. So if you're a winey or a cheese person, and then you got the other ones there, and then it's panning across to the bakery. Nearly at 9k likes, guys. Thank you so much. Live will be ending soon, so if we can get it to 10 before we end, that would be a cool little 5-minute goal. If your fingers need warming up like mine, try and get it to 10k before we leave. And whoever was in the chat saying they wanted to see the bakery and haven't been there for years, there's your image of the bakery. Let me get past the caution signs, which weren't here the other day. The Richmond Bakery. Frogmores and Puddle Duck. I love wine and cheese. Yeah, you would love the wine tour. Thank you so much for the likes. We get to 10k by the end of the video. I'd be much appreciative. Tap the screen to warm up my fingers because they're freezing. They are absolutely freezing. 13 degrees here today in Richmond. But yeah, this is the back entrance of Richmond Bakery. You guys going nuts on the likes, thanks so much. We'll do the front side as well, just so people know that there's 2 ways to get to it. A little courtyard. Thanks so much for the likes. Let's get to 10k before I sign off. My bladder, my feet, my hands. Appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Another cool little shop here. The Puzzle People and Friends. It's a cute building as well, by the way. There's a massive teddy bear. Massive teddy bear in the window. That's like human sized. Thank you so much for the likes. We're nearly at 10. It's a good way to end it. Good way to end it. The Puzzle People as well. Actually, if you look down this street here, where the bakery is, you can see St. Luke's straight down the end. So if you're like going to the bakery and you didn't know about this place, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a cool looking church. They're all heritage listed, yeah, Danny. They would nearly everything in Tassie is heritage listed, isn't it? Thank you for the likes. We're so close. Good way to send off the stream. And this is the front side of the bakery. 10k! Well done, everyone. Mangoes and cream, much appreciates it. Much appreciates it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the nearly 2-hour Richmond tour live walk that we did, starting at the maze, heading through the main street down to the bridge, and then we went over to St. Luke's down there, and then we've made our way to the bakery. It was yeah, it was a hell of a ride. They are chiming in with waffles and wine, a courtyard adventure. What the F? AI, what the F? I moved here from Melbourne. Oh, cool. Melbourne's a cool spot though. I was there the other day doing a couple of lives. It's crazy. Heaps of people chiming in. I was just walking along the Yarra River and watching the fire show at the Crown and all the lights and stuff. I did a quick TikTok short on that as well if you want to check it out on the main channel. Tracy says, beautiful place here. Melbourne is hectic. It is hectic. It is. But no, we've had a good day today. We've consistently had about 10 people watching, give or take a few either side. Well, 10k likes, which is much appreciated from Mangoes and Cream. We got to 2 heart me's, which is better than no heart me's. I think it was Tracy that chimed in a million times all those roses. I do appreciate it. That was a huge effort, and Mangles as well. And yeah, we did good. We saw some cool stuff. Like the weather wasn't as nice as last time I was down here, but it's still good nonetheless. Thank you all for watching. Check out any content on the channel if you want to see more, and if you haven't liked or followed it already, go for it. If you wish, they're all free things you can do to interact with the channel to help it out. And there'll be another live probably maybe tomorrow down at Dodgers Ferry. Might go watch the surf for half hour if you guys are interested in that. And then it'll probably be Salamanca maybe. See if we can get to Salamanca, whether it's on the Saturday or not. I want to go for a surf on Saturday because the weather's going to be nice. Or maybe we go to Salamanca first, and then we go out to the beach and go for a surf after that maybe. That way you guys can see Salamanca. Signing off, everyone. Thank you for following Mangoes and Cream. Bye.